Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We have already started here. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, this man, João Cancelo, is going to add so much more dynamism to his side, and he's the type of player who does well in a flowing system, in a flowing team. I like it when he moves centrally and makes himself an effective outlet. He basically can become a number 10, and he can produce some delicious little dinks over the top.
Great chance! Goal!
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And it's Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Indonesia do have a chance to counter here. Now, can they get him away? He's having a shot! And yes, it's there! They're level in Rice!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Chelsea grab the equaliser. Oh, he's taken it. Tries to play it through. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Now it's Batistuta. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And the shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Mateus. Chiellini. Now it's Schneider. Casemiro gets across to intercept that.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase, and of course those in midfield have to be ready.
It's Iniesta! He scored! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Chelsea take the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Messi is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Chelsea looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Casemiro. Pelé. Oh, what hits the shot!
refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic. Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
And the shots! They've scored!
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick. It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team...
There's the whistle for half-time. Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this. Well, time to catch your breath after a manic first half. Goals, goals and more goals, but only one between them. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Here's Iniesta, and this is Batistuta. Batistuta! Oh, that was no routine save.
Batistuta clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Messi. And it's Kimmich. Brilliantly cut out. Pedri. Rice. Mbappe. Neither of these two want to come off second best. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Just not quite happening for him just now.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Chelsea with the corner. They're first. They've played it short, and this is Iniesta. And the finish! That was superb goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. And this is Iniesta. Oh, sweet feet. And Messi! He has hit that forcefully.
Well, it was a confident attempt, and he made it look like a doddle the way he generated that power.
And he's had it nicked away. Kimmich. And here's Messi. Iniesta. Iniesta going face to face with his great rival. Chance, surely! Chelsea have their third corner. Schneider with the short one. Great ball and he's in. Chance for a shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Messi really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Spread it left.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and
He rises! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
So Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Looking to play him in. Jorginho! He has done it! And this is getting better and better.
vicious, such devilish curl. And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Taking place.
Chelsea choosing to make the first change.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Can he finish? Rice. Pedri. Plays a sharp little ball here. He's got plenty of space out wide here. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Mohamed Salah. And it's Snyder. He's in space and looking for options. Oh, that's neat. Has a look and plays it forward. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing. Batistuta taking in the accolade. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rise fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. Well, as you can see, we've already started here.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you could expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
Batistuta gets into a good position. Camavinga tries to clear.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now. Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully a football match will break out soon.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Saliba. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, some tackle that. They get a throw in. Oh, good looking ball. Approaching the half-hour mark. And he's had it nicked away. Here's Iniesta. Iniesta going face-to-face with his great run. It's Snyder! elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Now it's Neymar. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Not the most accurate pass. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And now the breakaway. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, perfectly measured that. De Bruyne. And Stojkovic. He shifted it to the flank. That was good pressing. Forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. And it's Messi. Iniesta. And it's half-time here. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Solid. Very solid, actually, Peter. They haven't made much of an impression at the other end. But defensively, I think they've got an awful lot right, completely nullifying their opponents. Now they just need to focus on getting a little more creative.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And we are back underway. Batistuta! He's delivered all right.
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game. But that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
So we have our breakthrough.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
That is good alertness.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
And Messi! Oh, denied brilliantly. Messi
Clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. And this is Iniesta. Pass somewhat off target. Schneider picks it up out wide. Can he finish? That's a lovely, delicate pass. Jorginho wins the duel this time. Schneider. Iniesta has created one goal already. Iniesta was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, he's bustling through here. And a chance! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Peter, they're leaving nobody guessing now. This is a decisive attempt to go further in front. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, well played, well played. De Bruyne. Chelsea are leading here through the only goal of the game, scored early in the second half. And the score is 1-0. Cannavaro. De Bruyne. Stojkovic will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. 1-0 as we head towards the end. Mateus. And it's Kimmich. And it's Messi. Kimmich. And here's Messi. Messi finds himself offside.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Number 20, Yamal. Number 7, Hazard. Coming on the field, number 11, Messi. Number 6, Vinicius Junior. Substitute.
Now it's Mbappe. well to seeing this one through to the end. It's a pretty loose pass. De Bruyne. And here's Neymar.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Schneider. Now it's Batistuta. Oh, that's well spotted. And there goes the final whistle. Chelsea have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And that gets things running. Andrew Cole, Jim, is surely one of the finest strikers of his generation, isn't he?
Well, his numbers, Peter, in league football would certainly suggest as much. Perhaps his lack of success at international level means he's sometimes overlooked, but I would take him over most.
And when you look at the rate at which he did score goals over the course of his career, it's pretty hard to argue with that. Mateus tries to pass it through. Oh, it's played into the area. Caught offside that time. Iniesta! And he's done it!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their spell. And here we are, early stages. He struck one and he looks hungry for more.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
So, a breakthrough already. Great vision. Cleared without hesitation.
Barcelona really have found that they're getting more space out wide, and I can see now there's a lot of activity developing in that area, Peter.
Yeah, it's busy in there, isn't it?
Yeah, the wide players are doing their stuff and are grabbing the attention right now.
Ødegaard is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Opts for safety. He won't be happy with that one. Schneider charging forward, the ball at his feet. Mateus! Alexander-Arnold gets good distance on it. Iniesta will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Danger averted for now. Saliba. And here's Schneider. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And this is Neymar. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Batistuta. And that's really well manoeuvred.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
It's Neymar! here, probably the best option. Played it early. Good chance! He's got a goal! They have come roaring back.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Cole duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And the half-time whistle goes. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Chelsea are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. And the game has already resumed here. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Odegaard. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Schneider tries to play it through. Oh, important interception. Alexander-Arnold. Rafinha. Saliba promptly onto that, and that is that. Alexander-Arnold cuts out the pass, and he's forced to go back. He's through here. Can he get on the end of this? Look at the space here. Iniesta! It's in! And they get themselves in front! Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Now it's Batistuta, and this is Schneider. Chiellini is wide and looking to get onto this. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. It's a pretty loose pass. Mateus. Rafinha. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Oh, beautifully deceptive. They've got to be quick to recover this.
Barcelona really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up again. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And that's going to be a booking.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 8, Odegaard. Number 9, Rafinha. Coming on the field, number 24.
Neymar!
Number 22.
And that could have brought them level.
That was extremely good focus from the keeper, and it could turn out to be quite a significant moment.
Nicely weighted ball. And he shoots! Rudiger clears it away.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Chelsea moments now away from seeing this one out. And he's worked it through. Alexander-Arnold. And that is as far as it goes. Chelsea can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. A truly emotional roller coaster that. So bring it on. Height, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And already we're underway here. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
This guy, Declan Rice, is a player I really rate. With him, you get exactly what it says on the box. A workhorse defensive midfielder who likes to stay in the deeper part of midfield, knowing his primary job is to make sure he shuts down any build-up play.
Iniesta! Off the post! Gravenberg opts for safety. Now Otto. And it's Batistuta. Mateus. Now it's Snyder. He's tried one!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
So we're still where we started right now. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Oh, he's taken it. Iniesta. Rudiger. Kimmich. And it's Chiellini. And Mateus. Can he get on the end of this? Gravenberg cuts out the pass. Sao Paulo look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Kimmich. Messi. It's Kimmich. Played back in. Oh, nice one too, very nice. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And here's Batistuta. Iniesta. That's tight. He's having a shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Kaka. Rice, Darwin, and they can counter here. Forlan is fouled. Gravenberg. And here's Nunez. He's having a go. It's hit the upright. He's missed, but not by that far.
And not just close, agonisingly close.
Mateus, and that'll be the final action of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think they can be very happy with the flow of the game so far. They're moving the ball around very nicely. They're creating opportunities too. They must need to find a way to add that touch of quality in front of goal, that extra clinical edge.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started. 0-0. And we are back on the way. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Oh, it's a promising build-up. There's plenty of really nice passing.
Oh, good read. He read that really well and stopped it.
Forlan. And it's Kaka. Can he spark a counter here? Thinks about the shot. It's Forlan! Really well taken goal.
A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl. Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Schneider, and the flag has stayed, and he shoots! Costa Curta can get it clear.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Schneider. Looking for the run. Chiellini. That'll be a throw. Your impression so far, Jim?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side and they're set on using it.
Rice. Otto. No outsmarting him this time. Batistuta. Aimed beyond the defence.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Time is running out here.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Substitution in progress.
So here comes the substitution. Rudiger. It's Kimmich.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
3 minutes added time.
And that could set him on his way. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Mateus. And it's Salah. And here's Batistuta. And it's Salah. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And already we're underway here. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is Messi! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Messi deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
It's Iniesta! Now, who's going to be first to this? Alexander-Arnold. Mbappe. Plays a sharp little ball here. Hazard! Fofana. And it's Iniesta. Looking for the run. No goals as yet. Mateus. Iniesta. Steaming on goalwards. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And this is Batistuta, played out towards the right wing. Messi. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Now it's Batistuta. Batistuta. Pinches it off him. Toure did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Batistuta simply can't escape his critics. He deserves an earful after that.
Jorginho gets over and intercepts.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
And this is Batistuta. Nice looking ball.
You can never be short of runners into space as long as the space left behind is filled.
Tries a shot! It's there!
Well, that's very much changed the complexion. It's also changed mindsets and moods in both teams, and it had to be him.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
And a chance! Sticks it away! And the lead lasts no time at all!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Oh, delicious! Such devil! And the first half is done. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Mateus. Chance, surely! There's the shot! Off the post! And it's been shipped out wide. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Batistuta. Now it's Iniesta. Floated through. Corner given. And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. Danger averted for now. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Well, there's little doubt they'll try to frustrate him and negate his teamwork. Easy to say, but not easy in practice.
Can he get on the end of this? Saliba promptly onto that, and that is that. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Kimmich. Iniesta. Oh, good spread. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Iniesta. And this is Batistuta.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Chance! Goal! Manchester United! Into the lead once more. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, all their effort pays off in the end. It just took that extra bit of dynamism to get them the goal they craved.
And he shoots! Oh, taken with style! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
83 minutes.
How very smart. He just got it right.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Number 14.
So all square and not for the first time.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited for me.
Can he finish? And that is wildly off target.
Substitution on the field. Number 6. Joshua.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Messi. Coming on the field. Number 17. Number 13. Bernardo Silva. 6.
Camavinga makes the interception.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Batistuta and Batistuta! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Substitution in progress.
Manchester United making another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though not quite able.
Messi. That's a promising run he's making on the right. He is through here. Can he get it through? Shot a goal! And that is the last effort of the game. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, that
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. One of the most eagerly awaited games in football. It never lets us down. It's Iniesta! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Saliba is there and he can get that clear. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, a lot has been said about Martin Odegaard, and some of his former coaches have mentioned the fact that he can get the ball in very small places and find solutions, and that's a rare skill which he's been able to hone on his travels, which are wide and long. Now, this is exactly what this team needs from him. Let's see if he can produce it.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Chiellini, still goalless. Jorginho, passes coming off in quick succession here. Iniesta, oh, strongly challenged there. Is that a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Oh, this looks sharp. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And here's... Can he finish? Goal! Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Played into space. Engages and forces him off the ball. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. 30 minutes gone. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Timber spots it and intercepts. That's good running with the ball. And it's Odegaard. Looking for options for movement. Can he finish? It's there! They're level in H. Christ!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
So smooth. A signature finish.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Subimendi. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Saliba is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Timber has a look and plays it forward. Iniesta.
2 added minutes has been...
This is Batistuta! Goal! That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
And now he has two. So we have... And the whistle goes for half-time. So engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. Chelsea are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Chelsea can't breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
And this is Batistuta. And Batistuta! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. Messi! Messi! Ødegaard tries to clear. Arsenal have the chance to go the other way. Timber. And it's Timber. Forwards and with intent. Saka going face to face with his great rival.
Arsenal really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Now it's Rice. And he shoots! It's in! It's level again! What a match we have!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage. Fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness.
Iniesta! They've got to be quick to recover this. Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
And it's Iniesta. That is a great pick out. And he's there to belt it away. Opts to play it back. And this is Batistuta. And the shot! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Corner number 2 then.
Coming on the field is number 11.
Schneider goes short. And this is Messi! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, as you'd expect, Peter, that defence ought to know when to step up or drop off. And they
Shot, surely! Oh, what about that? And that may just do it! Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
the keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Chelsea take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
Now it's Ødegaard. Thinks about the shot. It hits the shot! It's in! They have stolen level at the last!
A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl. Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
All
is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Mateus, Saka, and that will be the final act. Magic. What a magical football match, and genuine respect all round. Batistuta collecting the match ball, and it is his.